California.
Yeah,
right.
Sounds like this is good. There's a sort of a sea change going on the council, because this is like the Supreme Court. This was a 4-3 vote, right?
In our when we covered this, when it first came up, when Ms. Fitzwater proposed this, I think it was about, I want to say 7-8 weeks ago, maybe less. We covered that. We covered the hearing. Our impression and the calls that we've gotten from people in Frederick County and the reporting that we had from the actual hearing was that the majority of the people who showed up to have their voices be heard wanted to keep the law as it was.
Yes, that's correct.
So was there any discussion of that? Did the representatives of the people of Frederick County actually say, well, we've heard from the people of Frederick County, they believe one thing, but we're going to vote in another direction?
That was an issue that Councilman Kirby DeLauder brought up. He had received, well, actually all of the councilmen had received hundreds of calls. But an interesting thing about that is a lot of the callers were from out of the county. So it was a bit tricky to determine how many of the callers were actually represented by the council, because there was a group, Pro-English, which supports official English, that was really spurring a campaign statewide to get support to keep the English ordinance.
So what I'm getting from you is that this was, in some people's minds, it was sort of an image thing. I mean, we all used to tell the little joke about, hey, let's go up to Fredneck. That was the reputation of the community. It was sort of a place where there are a lot of rednecks. And I'm just wondering, is that what they're trying to counter, that image of the old Fredneck, image? Well, the impression that I'm getting is that's exactly it. From my reporting, it's to counter that image, and that's one of the main motivations for doing away with the law. It's more of an impression than an actual process that they're trying to fix. Appearances.
Well, one way to know exactly how the people of Frederick County feel about this is if this becomes a campaign issue the next time around.
Election, that's right.
When is the next election for the council, and in terms of, are all the seats up, do you know, or just a handful?
Actually, I do not know that. I have to apologize. I'm not regularly the council reporter, so that's something that we'll have to get.
Well, you're pretty well versed on this topic, so we do appreciate you joining us on
Kelsey,
it.
thank you so much.
And I'm guessing,
thanks
for joining us. I'm guessing the people of, I'm guessing that if there are any people who don't like what their council just did in Frederick County now.
I think they'll let their thoughts be known.
Well, they did let their thoughts be known, and they were ignored.
And they were ignored, that's right.
So now you vote.